Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're checking out the Glycine Combat Sub 42 Bronze GMT GL0316. Craig was kind enough to lend this in for us to check out, so really appreciate that. Price for this I found from Namen.com for $860. I also see it on eBay for about $600, so I think it's a great value for this watch. A Swiss-made watch with Swiss movement. It's a Solita SW300 movement, GMT movement, obviously. You can see the GMT hand right here at, well, I guess it's above the 9 o'clock. So yeah, I didn't think I would like a watch with brown tones to it, but I actually like this watch. It's very neat looking. So the dial in the top half of the bezel here match, and then the strap kind of matches the lower half of the bezel here. Different variations of brown or chocolate colors, if that's what you want to call it. And I like the red numbers for the date, and of course you have a magnified date window here, sapphire crystal. And that does have 3 layers of AR coating applied to the underside. Nice large indices as well, and these are applied indices, and have bronze around the indices, and the hands are bronze colored as well. I don't know if that's actual bronze or gilt, but it looks good. And this watch case does have some natural patina to it. I don't think he forced any patina on it. It looks nice and natural. Looks like a nice wear of a nice pair of worn jeans. Signed crown. Of course, the case back is stainless steel, so you don't get any green skin from the copper. So this is a mixture of bronze is a mixture of copper and tin. This is CuSN8. So that's about 8% tin, and then the rest of it is mostly copper. There's some other elements in here as well, but mostly copper is what bronze is made of. Yeah, so on the back here you can see it says bronze case, steel back, automatic sapphire, 20 ATM, which is 200 meters of water resistance, and then there's the model Glycine GL0316. The model number kind of gives me a chuckle because, well, 316L stainless steel is what most watch cases are made out of, and they chose a bronze watch for that model number. I see there's also a GL0317. I'm not sure what the exact differences are. Oh, also you can see it has quick release genuine leather straps here. Movement's not really decorated, but I still like to look at mechanical movements. All right, let's zoom back out here. So it is an actual bi-directional bezel, which is what you should have with the GMT bezel. And this is actual 48 click. In the unboxing I thought it was 60 click, but it's actually 48 clicks. From here to here I count 12, and 12 times 4 is 48, so makes perfect sense. I know Steinhardt and Squale have GMT watches, and they still use the die bezel, which is a unidirectional 120 click bezel. So very good on Glycine for having a proper bezel. So if you don't know, Glycine was founded in 1914, and they were fairly recently, within the past 5-10 years, bought out by Invicta. But the watches are still the same as far as I can tell. I don't think Invicta really changed much with it. Alright, so let's talk about the dimensions of this watch. Oh, also this watch is for sale. Craig's selling it. I'll leave a link in the description with his email address. If you want to buy it from him, just hit him up there. So dimensions of this watch, looking at 50.2 millimeter, 42 millimeter diameter for the case, and the bezel's a little bit more proud of that case. I think I measured the bezel at 43, if I remember correctly. Thickness is nice and thin at 11.1 millimeter. The standard combat sub without the GMT movement, I seem to remember those are about 10.5. I'll compare this to one of my combat subs in an upcoming video here. So 11.1 on this guy. Lug width 22, and it tapers down to 20. This strap feels real nice. It almost feels like suede on the top. Very nice and soft. 7.5 millimeter signed screw down crown. And the weight of this watch, 93 grams. Buckle and tang are bronze as well, and the patina matches the case. So very nice watch. The case is all brushed. Maybe not so easy to tell with some of this patina, but it is a brushed case. Very nice looking. Feels very high quality too, especially for the price. All right, let's get this on wrist. Then we'll check out the Lume. Kind of neat how you can see the red of that GMT hand underneath this hand stack, right there in the center. And then of course the GMT is red as well to match that GMT hand. Alright, so I have a 6.5 inch wrist with a 52 millimeter wristband, so the lugs on this will be about 1 to 2 millimeters smaller than my wristband. I'm going to put this on too tight. There we go. Just going to tuck that under and just set it on my wrist for a little bit here. Let me know what you guys think of this watch, and also bronze watches in general. Oh, the other thing that the Glycine combat subs have, they have this little nub at the top here, just so it's easier to tell where the Lume pip is on here, or where your center point is at. All right, let's zoom out here. I'll show it side by side with my SKX for size reference. The lugs are a little bit long, but they do curve down, so they fit your wrist quite well. So the Seiko SKX is 42 by 47. Give it a little shake. And then we'll look at these for the Lume comparison as well. Combat Sub always looks like a more expensive watch than what it is. It just looks so good. I think they have a 39 millimeter version of the Combat Sub now. I may have to pick one of those up. Be a little bit better fit for my wrist. But anyway, if you have not subscribed yet, please take a minute to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like the video, and leave a comment below. Alright, we'll be right back with the Lume. Alright, so the Glycine GL0316 is on the left, and then the Seiko SKX 009 is on the right. By eye, you can definitely tell the Lume is much better on the SKX. The hour and minute hand is okay on the Glycine, but the indices not really that good of Lume. But it's not horrible either. Glycine is not necessarily known for their Lume, but I think it's good enough. Just not quite as good as Seiko Lume. So I think it's a great value for a Swiss-made GMT dive watch. All right, that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for taking the time, and thank you for watching.